take into consideration MAI and St. John, who play in that Eastern Division, but are considered Division I and will move up to Division I when the playoffs start. That's going to involve some seeding, and usually when they're seeding, somebody's going to be unhappy. And I think it's got to happen this year.
Yeah, that's true. That's never happened before. Moving those two other teams in. When it does, it gives 8 teams. There, of course, blue and white with the white hats tonight. I'm not sure if the guys, the good guys, I think they're in the red hats and the bad
Coleman starting. And the play is underway. Tayo dumps it in the Ogdensburg zone. Racing back to pick it up is Farron. Farron trying to move it along the boards. It pokes out to center ice, and down the ice it goes in the Massena zone. Jeff Tile picks it up. Montross trying to forecheck him. Tile back passes, and it goes over to Timmy Thompson. Thompson and Schneider playing on the pair defensively. Puck stolen away. Here comes O'Neill with it in the corner. Tries to pass it across the goal mouth. Craner steps into it, picks it up. Headman pass on Tayo's stick. It's by a check, pokes it in the zone. Picked up there by Farron, and he dumps it out to center ice. Goes by Thompson, Massena zone. The puck comes free on a hard check, and it's picked up by Parker. Parker just lifts it back in the Ogdensburg zone, and Bill Tallman after it. Tallman trying to move it ahead, pokes it out to center ice. Fauché steps in front of it as Massena makes a line change, gets a piece of it, throws a check. Now Pat Tracy in there. Fauché back to the point. Adams, a shot knocked down in front by the defenseman, and the Blue Devils poke it out to center ice. Mike Adams is there at the blue line to pick it up into his own end. Campbell trying to forecheck. Campbell and Adams jam for it in the corner. It goes over on the other side. Scott Kaya after it. He's rubbed into the board. Pat Tracy picking up the loose puck, trying to get out of the zone. They jam at it right at the blue line. Hard check's thrown. The puck picked up there by Sean Campbell. Taken off his stick by Jeff Johnson. Johnson circles behind the Massena net, starts out. Bounce pass out to center ice. Bounces the OFA blue line. Poked back ahead by Mike LaRose. Stolen Tracy. His shot, but there's an offsides called. The whistle blows, and the face-off moves outside. So far, just kind of feeling each other out.
No real action so far, Jerry. Just sort of up and down the ice, as you say, sort of feeling themselves out. Nobody wants to make a major mistake here early in the game.
Okay, we've got Convertini's line out now. Convertini, Wiley, and Bigelow. And it'll be the Van House line. Van House, McKee, and LaJoy for Ogdensburg. Puck at the blue line, OFA. Convertini tries to get it in the zone, but we're going to have an offside called. And the face-off will move outside for the face-off. Schneider and Thompson playing together. The second game that they've played this defensive pairing for Massena. And they are out there now. And we've got Farron out there along with LaRose on defense for OFA. Thompson with it. Headman pass goes past Convertini. Picked up there by Mike LaRose. You might remember LaRose did not play. He was injured when OFA played Massena, down in Massena. Bigelow with it. Headman goes to Convertini in the Massena zone. Convertini long pass to Wiley. Wiley loses it. Picked up there by McKee. McKee rubbed along the boards, and the puck slides in the Massena zone, apparently from the wrong side of the red line. Icing will be called on Ogdensburg, and the faceoff will move back in OFA territory. No score. We played a couple of minutes. First period, Montroy's line back out again, which means the Craner line comes back out for Massena. Craner, Parker, and Tayo. Montroy out there with Wade and Skinner O'Neill. Sidnell and Adams out playing defense for Massena. Face off left side of goaltender Rob O'Donoghue. Off the face-off, shot right on, and a weak kick save made by O'Donoghue. We might mention we've got DeRushy playing in the Massena nets. So Bruce DeRushy in the zone. Parker after it. Can't quite come up with it. Goes in the corner. Ogdensburg clears it out to center ice, but it's poke checked away by Adams, and we're going to have an offside as Parker touched it on the way back out of the zone. So face-off will be in the center ice area. 12:35 left to go in the first period. 0-0. No score as of yet.
Well, surprise, I think, in net for Massena. I think, Larry's been playing well for Massena, but Stan already decided to go with Bruce DeRushy.
Well, I'll tell you what, can't second-guess Stanley.
No.
Puck goes inside the Massena zone, poked back out again along the boards. Parker after it, can't catch up, and OFA ices it again as Jason Farron slid it into the zone. Better make a change. Campbell and Scott Kaya. Face off left side in the Blue Devil zone. Off the draw. The puck comes back to Robbie Siegel, who's out off the draw. Puck picked up right in front. Fauché. Poke checked away back to the point. Schneider, he tees it up. A bouncing shot doesn't get through into the corner. After this Fauché. Feeding Johnson. Wraparound. Can't get the shot off. and the puck slides into the corner again, and LaRose is there to bounce it back to the point. Here's a shot deflected just wide by the OFA defenseman Siegel. Puck around behind the net after Johnson for Massena. Johnson has it poked away, back to the point, and it slides out to center ice, kicked ahead. Here comes Ogdensburg. Sean Campbell poke checked away from him at the blue line, and offsides will be called against Ogdensburg. And Massena and Bigelow, and for Ogdensburg, Van House, McKee, and LaJoy. Off the face-off, puck bouncing around at the red line. Bigelow, he gets railed, but Convertini follows, has it poked away, trying to get it up again. Here's Convertini, deep in the slot, goes back to the point. Here's Sidden's shot, just wide. Now Convertini goes after the rebound, right corner, has it poked away. Bigelow takes a stick at it, can't find the handle, and it's dumped out to center ice by the Blue Devils. Controlled now by Adams. He's just going to dump it. Goes in the corner. Wiley races for it. He and Jason Farrand after it. Wiley trying to come up with it. He's in the boards. They jam for it. Siddon helping out as well. Puck slides free back to the point. Convertini's drive goes wide. Over on the other point, Bigelow lets it go back to Mike Adams. Quick wrist shot is gloved by O'Donohue, and he'll hold on for the face-off. Not a real hard shot. Face-off right side. Ogdensburg zone. Craner's line out there now. Comes into LaRose behind the net. Sweeps it around the boards. Pinching in is Thompson, trying to get it free to Parker. Craner centers it, goes off a leg, and it's dumped down the ice by the Blue Devils. They're going to wave the icing off as Snyder comes back for it. Over to Thompson. Thompson slides it ahead for Craner. Craner starts out. Here's Craner, trying to move it back. Here's a shot right on, and Durashi dives on it. As Craner tried to clear the zone, Farron kept it in and got a quick wrist shot off. Wasn't a hard shot, but there was a lot of traffic in front of the net. And Hansen gets tossed out of the circle. So Campbell will have to come in and take the face-off. Off the draw, puck in the slot, picked up by Craner. Trying to poke it out of there, has it poke checked away. Trying to get it back again, controlled by Campbell. Campbell, here's a shot, knocked down. Puck bouncing, free Kaya after it. Scotty Kaya in the corner, feeds it ahead. Craner picks it up, leaves for Tayo. Jeff ahead, Parker in the zone for Massena, right side, drop pass. Tayo shot, save made by O'Donohue. Nice pass play by Massena.
Good play, the first line.
And we have a whistle, and we're going to have a high sticking call. And I think it's going to go against, I'm not sure. Massena, I think.
Nobody heading for the bench. The penalty box, I'm not sure who it was called on.
No, I guess it's going to go against, yeah, it is Massena. No? I guess we better wait and see.
Okay, it's OFA.
Okay, Scott Kaya. Times last night at St. Lawrence game, the penalized player tried to hide out, but it didn't work. It never does.
It usually doesn't.
Yep. Off the face-off, Massena on the power play. Poche over to Sidden. Sidden in the corner now, drops it to Johnson. We got the second power play unit out there. Johnson back to Sidden. Sidden has it poked away. LaRose in the corner. Sidden gets it away from him. Puck comes free, picked up by Johnson, left side of the goalie. Back to Adams at the point. His quick shot way wide. The puck comes free. Johnson picks it up right corner. Here's Jeffrey with it. In the circle, quick shot, right on, save made. Puck poked free, but the whistle blew.
Quick whistle that time.
Very quick whistle.
Very quick. The goalie did not have control of the puck, but the whistle blew rather quickly as far as Massena fans.
Van House off the face-off, puck to the blue line, poke check down the ice by Ogdensburg. The other forward out there trying to kill it off is Craig LaJoy. Couple of fourth-line players. It's unusual to see fourth-liners killing penalties, but apparently Donnie Clark's confident. Here's Craner, quick shot. Oh, glove save by O'Donohue. Wow. That was a quick wrist shot by Craner. But O'Donohue's glove was faster, and he's O'Donohue. Craner was ready to take the draw against Van House. Still waiting for them to drop the puck. And I guess Van House is going to get booted. LaJoy comes in to take the face-off. Off the draw, back to the point. Snyder fakes the shot, goes over on the other side. Here's Adams, his drive, the save. The puck sitting in front, and O'Donohue jumps on top of it as Tayo was just too well. Face-off right side, Van House against Craner. Off the draw, back to Thompson at the point. Feeds it through to Tayo. Tayo to Craner. Craner fakes the shot, pushes it in the corner, gets away from him, but Tayo picks it up. Craner got railed that time, holds on to it, back to the point. Here's Thompson right in front, can't get the shot out, puck sits there, and finally OFA pokes it back out again. And Massena with a good opportunity there, but they couldn't get the shot off. We're down to 15 seconds in the penalty. Puck out to center ice. OFA's LaRose. His shot from center ice goes way wide. Kyle picks it up with 7 seconds left in the minor. Puck bouncing in the corner. OFA controlling it. That's Sean Campbell trying to center it, knocked down in front, and Craner starts back. He gets knocked down, and there's going to be another penalty.
Hooking to OFA.
As Craner trying to break out of the zone was hooked. And I think they're going to, wait a minute.
Oh, wait a minute. Give it to Craner. Oh. Hanson, I think,
Hanson,
for
okay.
OFA.
Face off just inside the Massena zone. Tracy and Johnson out there along with Adams and Sidden. Off the face, the puck comes to Sidden. Chris starts out for Massena. Headman to Jeff Johnson. Johnson down the right wing. Loses it. Farron picks it up. Headmans it back out to center ice off the stick of Craig LaJoy. Now it's Adams going ahead to Johnson. Gets away from him. LaJoy picks it up. Starts out for the Devils. Here's LaJoy down the left sideline. Dumps it in behind the net in the Massena zone. Sitting back there, has it poked away, and it slides free. Adams bangs it around the boards for Jeff Johnson. Johnson gets it out to center ice, and is picked up by LaJoy. He drops it back to Mike LaRose. LaRose dumps to the Massena blue line. Adams is there to headman it on the stick of Tracy. Tracy gets upended, and the puck bounces free. Along the board, Sidden pokes at it. Now Johnson trying to kick it ahead, and finally sweep checks it into the Ogdensburg zone. Puck in behind the net now, picked up by Scott Farron for the Berg. Farron's pass out to center ice. Trying to move it ahead is Montroy, and the puck comes free. Now following in the play is Skinner O'Neill trying to center it. Now he goes back to the point instead, and it's out and in again, and Ogdensburg touches it as LaRose was just not able to keep it in. He did sweep it right back to the Massena zone. Chris after it. Sitting with a puck now, skates it in behind his own net. Stops right there. Looks for a way to go. Goes right side. Headman pass. Tile has it poked away, and it goes back to Sidden again. LaJoy forechecking. Sidden backhands it around the boards to Adams. Adams starts out. It's Tio. Tio over skates. Has to come back and backhands it out of the zone. Sidden throws a check. The puck bounces free, and Poche picks it up just inside his own zone. Over to Adams, left side. Headman pass right on the stick. Here's Convertini. Drop pass. Tio, the shot. Save O'Donoghue. Nice pass by Convertini and a good shot by Tio, but it was right at O'Donoghue. It was right at him. Van House. No, we're going to see the Hanson line. So we're not really matching lines too much here today.
Not right now. Not in this first period.
Off the face. Puck still in the circle. Bounce back to the blue line. Thompson can't keep it in. Puck slides along the boards. Wiley comes in to help out. They jam at it. Convertini gets railed, comes up with it, but back out to center ice. Back in again off the stick of Wiley. Wiley goes after it, trying to center it. Bounces back to the point. Thompson keeps it in. Snyder shot. Sharp angle. Oh, just wide. Wow. And the puck back to the blue line and out to center ice. Convertini's pass is intercepted, and it's dumped in by Kaya. Puck in the Massena zone now. Convertini overskates it in behind the net. Campbell picks it up, tries to center it back to the point. LaRose, the drive knocked down in front. That hit a body somewhere. Puck back to the top of the circle. Farron keeps it in the corner. Wiley picking it up from Massena. He's just going to dump it down the ice, and it gets knocked up in front of the board, and there's a whistle. And I'm not sure what happened, but play has stopped anyway. The puck got tied up right in front of the Ogdensburg bench. They're in the middle of making a line change. I think they might have got nabbed for too many men.
I was going to say, Greg Wallace, one of the referees, motioning to the bench, and I think somebody got too many men in the ice, Jerry.
Adams and Sidden are the two defensemen. It comes from Adams to Sidden. Headman goes to Tile. Tile being bothered, circles back to his half of center ice and starts the other way. Here comes Tile, across the blue line, poke checked away, and it's dumped down the ice by Ogdensburg. In behind the net it goes. Mike Adams after it. He stops. Goes over to Sidden. Sidden, headman, sweeps it up to Craner. Kevin with a puck now across the blue line. Here's Craner, quick wrist shot, saved by O'Donoghue, puck bouncing around behind the net. Jamming for it is Tile and Hanson. Also coming in is Parker. Puck still free. Parker takes it. Back to the point. It goes to Adams. Adams going over to Craner. Craner couldn't get the shot off. Bounces it back to Adams. Here comes Adams skating the shot. Knocked down in front, bounces high in the air. They jam for it. Puck control. Parker, quick wrist shot just wide. Now Hanson after it, bangs it. Back to the point, but not out. Adams keeps it in from Massena. Adams in the corner now goes after. We got a delay penalty, and it's going to be against Ogdensburg. And it's going to be a cross check against the Berg, so Massena's going to have a two-man advantage for 31 seconds.
I think that happened,
Dick, because Ogdensburg already had a man in the box, so we're going to be even now.
We're going to even.
And then Ogdensburg will have a power play. Okay. Well, we haven't been calling it too good here today, Rich.
We've missed a few calls here, Jerry.
Must be we're watching a different game. Seen that a couple times. Off the face-off, puck out to center ice, slides in the zone. Montroy hits quick. Oh, nice kick save by DeRushy. Nice shot by Montroy. Used the screen. Back to the point it comes. Jamming at it. Montroy with it again as it poked away. Johnson slides it to center ice. Fauché across the blue line. Takes it in. Can't get the shot off as he is hauled down. The puck comes free. Bounces back to the blue line and off center ice. And what are we going to have? We're going to have another penalty.
High stick call, I think, against Fauché. That happened in the OFA end over near the boards, and Fauché now going on.
Defenseman. Off the face-off. Campbell's out there, along with Van House. And the other forward, I think, is O'Neill. In the zone it comes. Here's a shot wide. Shot taken from the point. Puck bouncing in the corner. OFA controls it. They go back to the point. Here's LaRose. His drive knocked down in front. They jam at it. Puck sits and it's poke checked into the corner. LaJoy drops it. Back to the point. Here's Bill Tolman, the drive, and the save by DeRushy, and he holds on.
Well, we're down to 29 seconds in the penalty to Tile. Of course, the OFA still has a two-man advantage. The save was made by DeRushy. Face-off.
We're catching a break there?
I don't know.
Here's Craner out to take the face-off now. Off the draw, puck in the circle. Nobody can get the shot off. Goes back to LaRose at the point. Over on the other side, the big drive. Tolman knocked down in front. Bouncing puck. Here's fired into the corner. Sitting after it. In behind the net, looks to tie it up. Hard check thrown, and the puck comes free to Craner. Craner bounces it, but not out. LaRose keeps it in. He tees it up. The shot knocked down in front. Puck sitting in the slot. Here's another shot. Goes wide. Picked up there by Johnson, and he's going to jam it down the ice. In fact, it goes right on and right through the goalie, and it almost went in the net. As O'Donohue almost had a weird one. Took a weird bounce is what happened. And one penalty is up. So Massena gets a man back. The puck comes in the corner. Tile backhands it around the boards to Thompson. Thompson taking a whack at it. Can't get the handle on it. Decides instead to tie it up. And we are down probably, I would guess, around 30 seconds left in Fauché's penalty to Fauché. I guess we'll just have to wait and see when he comes out. Thompson with it. Takes a whack around the boards. LaRose stops it with a foot. Keeps it in. Left point. He's going to jam it. And DeRushy makes the save and holds on. LaRose not a very hard shot, but a bouncer, and DeRushy gloved it and holds on for the face-off.
Well, DeRushy wisely, not giving up those rebounds, Jerry. He's making the stop and quickly just pouncing on the puck, forcing a face-off.
3:12 left. I think we've only got 6 seconds left in Fauché's
6, 7
penalty.
seconds left on Fauché.
Okay. Off the face, puck sits. Back to the point from Kaya. Over on the other side. Here's a shot through traffic, just wide. And right there, somebody was in front trying to get a shot. Here's Kaya's shot, knocked down. Back to the point. LaRose can't keep it in. Out to center ice it goes. And Massena's back to a full contingent. So they weathered the storm right there. Thompson with a puck now, trying to slide it out to center ice. That's going to go down the ice, and I think they're going to have to call out. No, it dies before it gets past the red line. In behind the net. Picked up there by Scott Farron. Farron, long headman pass, goes to the Massena blue line. Adams picks it up there after a check on Kaya. Back the other way. Puck bouncing at the circle. They jam for it. Convertini takes a whack at it. Can't find the handle. Now he does. Here's Convertini trying to slide it through. It's intercepted and backhanded to the Massena blue line. Comes to Sidden from Adams. Sidden, headman, goes by everybody. That'll be an icing call against Massena. And with 2:20, the faceoff will move back in Raider territory.
Well, Ogdensburg had I think the biggest chance they've had all the first period when they had that, first off, the two-man advantage, then the one-man advantage, and unable to score on either one of those advantages.
2 minutes, 20 seconds left. First period, 0-0. Convertini will face it off against Van House in the Massena zone. Face-off right side. Drop of the puck. Bouncing puck comes back to the point, kept in. Controlled by Adams. Bouncing it, feeds it ahead for Johnson. Johnson gets by the defense. Right in front. No, it's Bigelow, excuse me. And Bigelow gets the shot off, but it was high over the crossbar. Now Convertini gets a shot on and it's glove. That may have been to the side of the net. but O'Donohue says enough of this and gloves it. That was a nice move by Bigelow to get by the
I
defenseman.
think he was surprised himself that he got by. All of a sudden, you know, he was about a stride by. I'm not sure if he had full control of the puck as he skated in. Went to take the shot and got on the end of his stick, and he just was hit.
Off the face-off, puck slides back to the point. Thompson trying to keep it in from Massena. Takes a whack at it. There's a jam up of players. It comes free. Montroy is there to slide it out to center ice. Ahead to O'Neill. O'Neill dumps it right on from center ice, and the save is made by DeRushy. Goes over, bouncing back, but not out. Bouncing into the slot. Thompson is there, being forechecked by Montroy. Feeds it around the boards for Johnson. Johnson clears it out to center ice. Here comes Fauché. Trying to drop it to Tracy. It's behind him. O'Neill comes up with it. Dumps it to the blue line. Picked up by Schneider. He's going to lift it deep in OFA territory. Ferrand, the defenseman for Ogdensburg, after it. Feeding it around on the other side for LaRose. Now it's Johnson after LaRose. The puck slides free, doesn't get out. Kept in. Schneider. Schneider over to Sidden. Sidden shot through traffic, and a save is made, but I think they call a man in the crease. And they move the face-off outside the zone. Yep, that was the call. Man in the crease, so had it gone in, it would not have been a goal anyway.
OFA will change lines. Look like Massena. Craner line be out there for Massena. It'll be Craner, Tile, and Parker. Face-off just outside OFA blue line.
1:14 left in the first period. Off the draw, the puck comes to Sidden. Drops it to Adams. Adams dumps it in behind the net. In Ogdensburg zone, around the board. Sidden pinches in. Trying to come up with a puck. Parker is there as well. They jam for it along the boards. It slides out to center ice. Craner back for it. Craner trying to drop it ahead. Goes to Siegel at his own blue line for Ogdensburg. He fires to the Massena blue line. Sidden picks it up. Sidden, head man. Goes to Craner. Craner loses it. They jam. Craner back in the zone. Poke checked away from him. Center ice. Parker dropping to Sidden. Sidden goes over to Tile. Tile backhands it. And Siegel picks it up in front of his own net. Siegel trying to get it out of the zone, and it's out to center ice. Here comes Ogdensburg, Scotty Kaya. He overskates. Puck picked up by Tayo. Tayo circles back the other way. We're down to 25 seconds. Into the zone it goes. Here's Tayo along the boards. Gets rubbed into the boards by Siegel. Puck slides free in the corner. Back to the point. Sidden. Sidden trying to dump it through, and it's poke checked out to center ice. And here comes Sean Campbell along the boards. He's taken out of the play by Craner. The puck comes free, and it's Adams starting back from Massena with 7 seconds left. He just dumps it ahead to an open wing. After it, Wiley as Massena on a line change. Ogdensburg dumps it, and the buzzer sounds. So kind of a, I'm not going to say a boring first period, but it was a very slow first period. Perhaps the ice is a little bit slow or something, but not very much happened.
A lot of your goaltenders today are big. You don't see, I think, too many of the small, quick kind anymore. I think they look for the big goalie, the guy who can cover a lot of the net. You put it
this period, huh?
Yeah, we missed a few last period.
Boy, Craner's line out there against the Montroy line. We're underway as the puck bounces around at center ice. Ogdensburg controlling it. Montroy in the zone, getting by. Here's O'Neill, and Tile sprawls on top of the puck. Ties it up, goes back to the point now. Here's a shot from the point. DeRushy makes the big save. The big rebound goes to Schneider from Massena. He clears it ahead. And does it get out? Apparently it did, because the whistle blows and offside's called. So DeRushy called upon to make a pretty good save right there on the shot from Tolman at the right point. But he did make the save.
Well, the big play, though, Tile coming back, picking up the man who had beaten Massena defense, and he sprawled, and he saved a breakaway shot on DeRushy.
That was O'Neill coming in on the left side. Off the face-off again. Tolman backhands it into the Massena zone. Schneider back to pick it up. Around the boards to Thompson. Back to Schneider. Around. He lets it go for Tayo. Tayo having a little trouble with it. Goes there on the other side to the right side. Thompson trying to slide it ahead. They jam at it. Finally, it's picked up by Parker. He lugs it. Ahead for Craner. Craner into the zone right side for Tayo. Tayo trying to direct it on, and he is tripped up on the play. Massena, OFA touches it. There's going to be a penalty, and it's going to go against Ogdensburg, and that I know for a fact because Massena touched the puck, and the whistle blew, and penalty is called on the Blue Devils. Massena will go on the power play. And we still have nobody taking credit for the penalty as the gate is open and nobody's going. Hansen coming out to kill it off along with Campbell. Montroy will get the gate. So Massena goes on the power play. Craner, Parker, and Tayo stay out there. Campbell will take the face-off against Craner in the Ogdensburg zone. This has not been the physical game that we saw the first time around either. Off the face-off, puck in the circle. In behind the net, Parker after, trying to tie it up, loses it in his skates. Tayo comes in there, and Parker gets it free somehow. Back to the point it goes. Kept in by Adams. Goes to Craner. His drive high over the net. Now Sidden pinches in, picks it up in the corner. Sidden back to Tayo along the boards. Tayo steps into the corner now, still controls it. Tayo back to Craner at the point. Craner goes to Adams. Adams drive through traffic, knocked down. I believe O'Donohue got a piece of it for Ogdensburg, made the save. Parker throws a check. The puck pokes free. Mike LaRose with it, and down the ice it goes. Massena has to regroup. Craner picks it up for the Raiders. Campbell forechecking. Craner goes the other way. Long headman pass goes to Tayo. Tayo takes it across. Here's Tayo breaking in. Stops. Goes to Craner. Poke checked away. Down the ice it goes again. And the puck comes into the corner. Controlled by Campbell. Adams throws a check. Campbell, sharp angle shot. Save made by DeRushy. And the puck around on the other side goes to Tayo. Tayo broke his stick as he hit the corner. And here's a shot. And the save made again by DeRushy. Here's a headman pass. Holman intercepts, takes it across the blue line. He's taken out of the play. The puck slides free and goes into the corner. Mike Adams with it. Adams throws a hard check. Not out of there, though. Kept in by LaJoy. And Massena's down to 5 seconds. Didn't do much with that power play. And Craner trying to clear the puck, has it taken away. Puck bouncing in. Craner comes back for it. Starts out to the right side. Here comes Craner with it. Steps by a couple of checks. Craner building up a head of steam across the blue line. Drop past Johnson. Johnson can't get the shot off. It goes into the corner. Poche after it. He gets railed. Johnson after the loose puck can't control. And back comes OFA Scott Montroy. Montroy gets by one. Feeds LaJoy. LaJoy the shot. DeRushy the save. Feeds it behind the net for Schneider. Montroy forechecking. Picks up the loose puck. Dumps it back to the point. Nobody there. Down the ice it goes. Into Ogdensburg zone. LaRose back for it. Feeding ahead for O'Neill. Stolen away. Here comes Pat Tracy with it. Tracy, sharp angle shot across the goal mouth. Hit Greg Walsh, the referee. Puck around the boards. Back out to the blue line. Thompson keeps it in. Feeds it behind the net. LaRose after it. Poche on top of him. Poche throws some checks. LaRose keeps on with it. Feeds it over on the other side for Jason Farron. Farron trying to clear the zone. Schneider takes a whack at it, but he missed it. Goes out to center ice. Thompson dumps it. And offsides will be called. With 11:39 left in the second period, still no score.
I think pace has picked up a little bit, Terry.
Yeah.
A little bit faster pace here in the second period. Still no score here in the OFA Golden Dome.
Convertini's line out now for Massena. And the Van House line comes out for Ogdensburg. Convertini, Wiley, and Bigelow. Van House, McKee, and LaJoy. Sidden and Adams out playing defense. It's Mike LaRose and Scott Farron for Ogdensburg. Comes to Chris Sidden from Massena. Headman into the Ogdensburg zone. LaRose clears it right back out again. Mike Adams with it. Trying to dump it to an open wing. Nobody can handle it. And Convertini takes a whack at it. It went up into the penalty box. And we'll have another face-off. No score in the hockey game. 0-0. Massena Ogdensburg here in the Golden Dome. Crowd's fairly quiet. Not much has happened. Convertini getting ready to take the draw here. One of the Ogdensburg players making some equipment adjustments. That's Derek Van House, the center. Well, he's got it straightened around now, and we'll have a face-off right at the red line. Off the draw. Puck right back off the ice surface. They'll do it all over again. And we'll face it off one more time here. 0-0, no score in the game. Off the draw. Puck bounces free. After it, Adams. Here's Mike with it. Takes it in on the left side. Trying to get the shot off. Knocked down. Following up is Bigelow. Puck slides free. And back the other way comes Derek Van House. Van House drop pass into the zone offside. Following up was Matt McKee. Tried to lug it in, but Van House had already been carried by his momentum into the zone. Offside's the call, and both teams will make a line change and ready for the face-off. A little bit of movement on the face-off as Campbell comes in to take the draw, and Hansen moves on to left wing now. Off the draw, puck back in the Massena zone. Thompson with it, trying to poke it ahead. It's poked away from him into the corner. Craner after it, takes a sweep of it. Thompson throws a check. The puck is underneath and tied up in the corner, and we'll face it off again. As Thompson and Campbell fighting for it there. Face-off will be to the right side of Bruce DeRushy in the Massena zone. Mickey Hansen against Kevin Craner, the two number 10s doing battle here. Off the draw, puck comes in the circle, and finally Parker picks up the loose puck out to center ice. Headman Tayo, 2-on-1, goes to Craner, breaks in all by himself, shot, score!
There we go, finally opened up, Jerry, as the first line of Massena was Parker to Tayo to Craner, and then Craner and Tayo went in. I think Craner sort of used Tayo as a decoy, slid it right by goalie Rob Donahue. Massena finally gets on the scoreboard. It's 1-0. I'm sure it's going to be Craner, I think, from Tayo and Parker.
Chris Parker did the yeoman's work that time in getting the 2-on-1 started as Parker picks face-off into the zone. It's Skinner O'Neill for Ogdensburg. Sidden takes him out of the play. Puck in behind the net. They still jam for it. Sidden looks to tie it up. The puck kicks free, controlled by the Berg. They clear it behind the net. Sidden backhands it around the boards. It goes to Fauché. Fauché to Tracy, out to center ice. Dumped right back in by LaRose, but offsides will be called on Ogdensburg. 10.5 left to play here. Massena drawing first blood, leading 1-0.
And that was really the... Yeah, we'll bet on Craner every time.
That's for sure. Puck bouncing around at center ice. Johnson after it into the zone. Here's Johnson making a good stick handling move. Tracy, the puck knocked down. Ogdensburg breaks back the other way. Back into the zone. Here's a shot from center ice wide. And picking it up is Sidden. Sidden has it bounced away by Montroy. Puck bouncing in the corner. Here's Montroy. Sharp angle. No, it's not in the net. It's to the side of the net. It's tied up. And I thought it got by DeRushy, but apparently did not go in.
I think it hit the crossbar. I'm not sure if it bounced off DeRushy's shoulder. I think it really hit the crossbar or the corner of the pipe and bounced back out. I thought it was in at first, too, but the light did not go on and the referee did not call it. So Massena sort of escaped one right there.
Well, that was close. Massena caught the puck up in their own end that time, and it almost cost them. But no goal, as it never did go in the net. It looked like it was that you can hurt the kids. Off the face-off. Schneider, headman. Wiley backhands it in the Ogdensburg zone. Jamming for it. Convertini, Wiley. Convertini back to the point. Thompson the drive through traffic. Big save by O'Donoghue. And the face-off will come. Off the draw. Wow, way out to center ice. Slides down the ice into the Massena zone. In behind the net, Schneider with it. Trying to poke it through, stolen away. Bounced back into the corner. Schneider again after it. Headman pass, trying to get it to Bigelow ahead. Here's Convertini, breaks in on the left side. Convertini, quick shot, he fired it wide. Puck all the way back to the point. Thompson just whacks at it, goes in the corner behind the net. Convertini again. There's Tony with a puck stick handling in the corner, trying to slide it. Bigelow takes a whack at it. He's got it. He gets railed into the board, still gets a stick on it. Convertini comes in, picks up the loose puck. Convertini now in behind the net, gets bodied out of the play. A 2-on-1 there. And Tolman feeds it out to center ice. Into the Massena zone it goes now. In behind the net, Schneider as Ogdensburg makes a line change. Headman pass on the stick of Parker. He overskates it. Has to come back for it. Drops it to Schneider. Can't get it out of the zone. Kept in the corner. And Thompson throws the check. The puck comes free. Kaya after it. Kaya gets bodied by Tayo. Puck tied up in the corner. And we'll have a face-off in Massena territory. Out there again for Massena. Off the face-off. Puck in the corner. They jam for it. Back to the point. LaRose the drive. Knocked down in front. It comes to Craner. Craner feeds to Parker. Breaking down the right wing. He's got Tayo with him. Craner's trailing. Drops to Craner. The quick drive. Just wide. Nice pass. Back to Adams left point. Adams pinches in now. Loses control. And Ogdensburg trying to clear it. Adams keeps it in. Dumps to an open wing. After it is Parker right side. Steps by a check. The puck slides free. And it's picked up there by Scotty Farron. Farron whistles it around the boards. Tayo pinches in, trying to keep it in. Here's Tayo with it. Centering pass. Craner's shot is wide as he was kind of bothered from behind. Back to the point it goes. Here's Sidden's shot, knocked down in front. And the goalie got a stick on it that time. Bouncing puck is dumped down the ice by OFA. They're going to wave icing off as it's not even going to go far enough for icing. After it is Adams. We got a dead ice out there, no doubt about it. Here comes Mike with a puck. Out to center ice. Right back in the zone it goes. And Massena comes back. It's Adams with it. Adams with a puck behind his own net. Starts out right side. Feeds it ahead on the stick of Parker. Parker sweeps it for Tracy as Massena in the middle of a line change. Taken away from him. Dumped to an open wing. Adams there. Adams shot from center ice. Goes wide. And the puck in the corner. Picked up there by Jason Farron. Farron gets rubbed into the boards, gets the puck out to center ice. Here comes O'Neill, breaking in on Schneider. Schneider, just took him out of the play. Good play by Brett Schneider.
He didn't look at the puck. He just played the man.
Takes the man. That's right. Here's sitting with it in front of his own net. Dipsy doodling. Finally clears it out to center ice. A little bit too far for Johnson. Puck comes free at the blue line, and it's picked up by Pat Tracy. Tracy gets railed into the boards. There's going to be a penalty.
Got to call that holding. I think O'Neill of OFA goes off as he was called on holding on Tracy. So Massena again goes in a power play.
7:03 left, second period. Raiders lead. Thompson, Schneider. Schneider with a puck now. Moves it, dumps it in the OFA zone. LaRose after it. Fauché gets there first, throws a check. Puck bouncing free. Fauché in the corner jamming for it, and he manages to tie it up. And the whistle sounds, and we'll have a face-off.
A little mix up there in the corner with one red shirt and two white shirts over there, but I think all they did is call a face-off, so it'll be in the OFA zone. Massena's on the power play. Massena leads 1-0. We're down to 6
face-off. Puck comes back to Thompson. He lets it go through to Schneider, back to Thompson. Thompson, head-man pass along the boards, meant for Fauché, taken away. Fauché follows into the zone. Fauché still forechecking for it. LaRose picks it up in behind the net, trying to dump it back, kept in by Thompson, but I don't know. I think we're going to have penalty.
Penalties.
Fauché, he gets called for high sticking, and that'll nullify the power play advantage. Craner out there, along with Tayo. Off the face-off, puck dumped by Schneider in OFA territory. Back after it is Jason Farron for Ogdensburg. Farron starts it out. Tayo is forechecking. Farron in the corner. Farron again, dropping it in front of the net for Tolman. Backhand stolen. Tayo trying to slide it through to Craner, but he couldn't get it through. It's picked up there and out to center. Not quite out. Tayo keeps it in again. In behind the net. After it is Tolman. Tolman with it. Moving it around. Starts out. Dumps it off. To center ice. Craner is there. Pokes at it. Bounces free. And finally the puck comes in the Massena zone. Thompson, headman to Tayo. Jeffrey starts back. Across the blue line. Backhands it in the corner. Massena's going to make some changes here. And we're going to have OFA power play here in a moment, as they're going to get a man back. Blue Devils move it to the Massena blue line. Adams dumps it out again. Goes to Tracy. Tracy across the blue line. Offsides will be called. Jeff Johnson a little bit ahead of the play. So Ogdensburg on the power play for 27 seconds here. And Massena with Tracy. I think that's Campbell. And LaRose and Farron. Farron after it off the faceoff in his own corner for Ogdensburg. Starts out. Goes to LaRose. LaRose being forechecked by Tracy. Dumps to an open wing. Comes to Adams. Right back in the zone. Right on. And the save made by O'Donohue. And he made that one look hard. Now Ogdensburg trying to clear the zone. Kept in. No, wasn't kept in. Johnson tried to, but he had to take it back out again. Now he lifts it into the Ogdensburg zone. Penalty is up, and Fauché's back out. And we're skating 5-on-5. Plus the goaltenders, of course, as Ogdensburg dumps it in the Massena zone, but they ruled it could have been played, so icing waved off. Johnson kind of overskates, goes after it. Now comes up with a loose puck. Steps by a check. Headman on the stick of Convertini, knocked away from him. We have a whistle. And what do we have?
1-0.
Off the faceoff, puck into the Massena zone. It goes into the corner. After it there is Hansen trying to move it along the boards. Now Montroy back to Hansen. Hansen steps by a check. Back to the point. It goes over on the other side for Bill Tolman. His shot goes into the corner. That may have just been a pass. And the puck picked up there by Sidden. Headman pass goes by everybody. That'll be an icing call against Massena as it went all the way down the ice. And the faceoff will move back, playing 1 point along with Jason Farron. Craner steps into the circle against Mickey Hansen. Right side of Donahue, or right side of Durashi, rather. Back to the point it comes. Kept in Bouncing in the slot, backhander. Durashi makes the save and holds on. Nice backhander by Scott Montroy, and wasn't a hard shot.
That's one of those like a slippery little backhanders. You know, they're deceiving. For some reason, goalies have a tough time determining the speed of those backhands. And I saw one last night, just about the same spot. Parks a little easy backhand, right through the goalie.
Craner will face off again against Hansen, right side. And 1-0 Massena. Just over 4 minutes left in the second period. Off the face, puck kicked back to the blue line, kept in. Here's a shot, goes wide. Shot coming from Hansen. Now the puck bouncing around, picked up by Craner. Craner's got Parker with him. 2-on-1. Craner shot, save O'Donohue. Puck sitting in the slot. Hansen clears it into the corner. Hansen and Craner jam. Tayo comes in to help out, and we're going to have a face-off as it's tied up in the corner. Good opportunity for us out there for Ogdensburg off the face. Puck goes in behind the net. Picked up there by Mike LaRose. LaRose trying to get it out of the zone. Adams pinches in. It comes free. Johnson. Siddons. Siddons drives. Score! And Massena goes up 2-0. Chris Siddons from the right point. The assist will go to Jeff Johnson. And I don't know if there'll be another assist or not. We'll see.
I'm not sure.
Adams might get an assist as well, as he was involved in the corner there.
Could be. Sort of an innocent type of play. It's one of these, the forward gets it,
3:41 left. Massena goes up 2-0 here as the puck goes back in Raider territory. Mike Adams with it. Sweeps around the board for McCracken, who's out there playing a winger. McCracken with it, drops it to Adams. Adams trying to move it ahead, doesn't get it. Well, apparently he did get it out. His offside's the call. And you notice McCracken's playing the wing. I think maybe Stanley said no more penalties, Jeff. What do you think?
Could be. Could be.
Tracy again will take the face-off. Off the draw, puck controlled by Ogdensburg. Into the zone it goes. That's Mickey Hansen. McCracken steps in, throws a check. Puck in the corner. Now Tracy comes up with it. Back to the point. Here's a shot high over the net, deflected. Bounces behind the net. McCracken with it. Scotty moves it out on the right side. Headman pass on the stick of Johnson. Gets by him. Poke check back to the Massena blue line. Ogdensburg tries to get it in the zone. It just slides in. Adams sweeps to an open wing. Johnson comes in to pick it up and starts out. There's Johnson into the Ogdensburg zone now. Poke checked away. McCracken follows. Takes it into the corner. Scotty steps by a check. Puts it right on front of the net. And O'Donohue sticks it into the corner. Puck comes free. McCracken after it there. Poking it. Puck in behind the net. They jam for it. That's McRoberts, who's out for the first time for OFA. Puck slides around on the other side. Adams can't control. Kept in by McCracken, who has played at the point there. McCracken again sweeps at it. Comes free. Now Convertini steps into the melee. The puck comes through across the goal mouth. Johnson couldn't get a handle on it. Back to the point it comes. Siddon dumps to an open wing. That's Convertini. Convertini, puck at his feet, trying to slide it in front, but OFA clears it. Comes back to the Massena blue line. Siddon sweeps for Adams. Adams starts out. Headman goes. Here's Wiley as Massena's made a line change. Breaking in right side, trying to drop it through the middle, but it's knocked back out to center ice. Convertini dropping back to Schneider. Schneider headman goes to Wiley, goes by him in the OFA zone. Backhander not out. Thompson skates, can't get that shot off. He waited too long. Montroy picks up the loose puck. Montroy now sliding it out to center ice. Dumps to the Massena blue line. Skinner O'Neill with it, has it poked away, and back out it comes to center ice. After it is Tolman. Tolman for Ogdensburg, moving it to the blue line, bouncing around. Thompson poke checks it back to Ogdensburg territory. Now a foot race. Farron and Thompson. Thompson pinching in, throws a check, but Farron stays with it. With a minute and a half left in the period, Massena leading 2-0. OFA clears to center ice. Into the Massena zone. Schneider moves it back out again. Back in. Schneider has it, but I think there will be an offside called.
Okay, and we're down to 1:21 in the second period. Massena up 2-0. The goal in the second period coming from Siddon. Assist going to Johnson and to Tracy.
Long time without a whistle that time.
Long time. Craner line back out there for Massena. Craner, Parker, and Tayo.
Craner and Siddon with the two Massena goals. And that's it. That's all the scoring we've seen so far. Craner with a puck now has it poked away into the... Well, it didn't quite get in there. Siddon starts back the other way. He's going to take a shot, and O'Donohue kicks it away. Puck in the corner. Tayo after it now. Tayo gets tied up. Craner steps in, looks to help. Tayo still fighting for it along the boards, and finally it's tied up. and the face-off will be in Ogdensburg territory with 1:02 left in the second period. Massena leading 2-0. So far, the Raiders have played a pretty good game here.
They have.
They've played with pretty well in their own end with the puck, and it seems like this defensive pairing change has worked out pretty well. Crainer's line again, off the face, Tayo. Tayo has it poked away, gets it back again. Back to the point, Adams can't control it. I don't think he had a chance, though, and the puck slides back in the Massena zone. Adams in behind his net, feeds to Sidden. Sidden goes back to Adams on the other side. Massena starts to move it out. Long headman pass goes off Crainer's leg back in the zone. Sidden. Headman right on the stick of Crainer. Crainer dumps to the Ogdensburg line, right back out again. Comes to Sidden. Sidden at the red line, steps by a check, has it poked away. Adams follows up, dumps to the Ogdensburg blue line. Into the zone it comes Massena. Picked up by Sidden for the Raiders. We're down to 25 seconds in the period. There's Sidden, headman. Does it get out of the zone? It does. Parker says, where is it? Now he finds it. Slides it back to Sidden at the blue line. Back to Parker. Parker's headman bounces high in the air. Picked up by Ogdensburg. Across the blue line it comes, right back out again. Kaya tries to take it in. He can't. Tayo picks up the loose puck. Here's Tayo's shot from center ice. Goes in behind the net. Parker racing for it. Takes a whack at it. Missed everything, and that'll take care of the period. As period number 2 ends, the Massena Red Raiders come up with a couple of unanswered goals, and they'll go into a locker room with a 2-goal advantage. 2-0. Massena leading after 2 periods of play. Pretty good second period for the Red Raiders, as they didn't have many chances, but the 2 they had, they took advantage. Of course, they have to play good hockey. They got to continue what they've been doing for the hockey game. I think they've certainly looked like they've got some confidence out there, and they're playing well so far. Wade wearing number 5 today, and O'Neill. Off the faceoff, puck in the Massena zone, controlled by Skinner. O'Neill wraps it around in front. It's knocked free. Comes back to the point. We have a whistle already, and there's going to be a penalty call.
Tripping call. Is it Kevin Crainer, I think, going off quickly here in the third period, so OFA will be on the power play. Almost to start the third period.
Along with Johnson, Thompson, and Schneider. Montroy stays out. Off the face-off. Tayo looks, finds a hole, dumps it down the ice. Good heads-up play there by Jeff Tayo. Coleman back for Ogdensburg. Pick up the loose puck and start out for the Blue Devils. Long headman pass intercepted. A little bit too far, and Thompson dumps it back into Ogdensburg territory. Back to pick it up is Jason Farron. Farron dumps it ahead for Wade. Wade starts it out. Headman pass intercepted again. Back in the Ogdensburg zone. Farron this time is going to lug it himself. I guess he got sick of passing it ahead and having it intercepted. And the puck is Montroy. His shot knocked down, goes into the corner. Back. Here's Wade's shot right in front. Dureshi makes the save and holds on. And he really wasn't sure that one was coming in, but he did make the save. And the faceoff will come in Massena territory. 48 seconds left in the Ogdensburg man advantage. 14:09 in the third period. Massena leads it 2-0.
Yeah, Dureshi that time, I think it was a little partially screened. A couple, one red shirt and one white shirt in front of him. It was not a hard shot. And eventually saw the puck, made the save, forcing the faceoff. In Massena zone, OFA's on the power play.
Okay, we've got Hansen's line coming out now. Hansen, Campbell, and Kaya. Jeff Johnson and Jeff Tayo out to try to kill it off. They stay out there. Johnson gets tossed from the circle, as does Hansen. So it'll be Campbell, and here's the shot by Kaya, knocked down in front. Adams can't control it. Here's a quick shot, goes high over the net. Puck in behind. After it there is Kaya, back to the point. There's LaRose feeding it through. Here's a quick shot knocked down in front. They jam at it. Puck comes free. Back to the point, LaRose. LaRose dumps it over to Farron. Farron knocks it down in front. It goes wide. Now the puck in the corner. Back out to the point. LaRose again. Feeding it through. Here's a shot. Wide again. Comes around to Farron at the point. Adams pinching it, or Johnson rather, knocks it free. Foot race. Johnson going after it. He and the goalie jam O'Donohue, and the puck knocked down in front. We're going to have a hand pass called against OFA. And the face-off will move back. Good job by Jeff Johnson that time.
I'll say, O'Donohue had to come racing out of that net toward the circle to get that puck. It sort of bounced up in the air, then was knocked down with a hand pass. OFA touched it, face-off back in their zone.
Again, OFA shots coming from the perimeter.
Yeah. No shots in close by OFA, even on this power play as yet. However, there's, 10 seconds ago, penalty, Crainer.
Sidden gets it off the face-off, just feeds it into the corner, Ogdensburg zone. LaRose, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, trying to move it out of there. It comes to Farron, and Craner is back, and we're back to 5-on-5. Adams feeds it right back into the Ogdensburg zone. Comes in behind the net. Farron again looking for the loose puck. Dumps it over to Mike LaRose. LaRose, headman pass intercepted Johnson. Johnson controls at the blue line. Johnson can't get the shot off. Knocked down. The puck backhanded out to center ice. Mike Adams with it. 13 minutes left, 2-0 Massena. Puck goes in the corner. LaRose after it. Banging it through. Back out to center ice. Here's Adams again to an open wing. Delay offsides called. Now Tracy coming in after it. Has it taken away by LaRose. Convertini gets railed, and the puck comes out to center ice. Back to Thompson. Headman pass to Wiley. Wiley trying to move it ahead along the boards right in front of the bench. Ogdensburg controls. We got a 2-on-2. Campbell makes a good move. Here's Campbell. We got a penalty coming against Massena, apparently. And who is it going to be? A hit from behind. And it's going to go against Convertini, I believe. No, Pat Tracy.
Pat Tracy going off.
So Massena will have to kill another penalty here with 12 and a half left to play in the third period and leading 2-0. So the Raiders on top, but again, they'll be down a man. Tayo and Craner coming out now, along with Thompson and Schneider. Montroy's line back out for Ogdensburg. Face off in the Massena zone. Farron at the point, loses to Craner. Craner finds the hole, dumps it down the ice. And in fact, that goes right on. O'Donohue has to make an easy save. Leaves it for Tolman. Tolman starts out, almost lost it, but it comes out to center ice. Controlled by Ogdensburg. Montroy in the zone, poked away. Schneider dumps it back down the ice again. Back for it is Tolman, circling in his own end. Tolman, headman pass for Pat Wade. Wade into the Massena zone. Offsides, the call. And I think that was Kevin O'Neill on the other side. It was a little bit ahead of the play. The faceoff moves back outside the zone.
And we're down to 1 minute in the penalty to Pat Tracy, OFA on the power play. They've been 0 for 4 on the power play so far this game. This will be their 5th power play advantage.
Okay, LaJoy coming out now with Hansen and Campbell. Craner stays out from Massena with Tayo, Sidden, and Schneider now. Off the face, puck comes back in the Massena zone. Schneider banging at it. Hansen keeps it in, feeds it into the corner, goes after it. Here's Hansen in behind the net, circling around, sharp angle, short side shot. The save made. And we got some pushing and shoving.
The light did not go on. The OFA players say it's in, but the light did not go on, and the referee not signaling anything as yet. A little mix-up in front of the net. I'm not sure. The light is not on. No, Greg.
Call a man in the crease, I think.
Greg Walsh, I believe, yes, probably calling a man in the crease. The puck might have been in, although the light never went on, Jerry.
No. And that was a wraparound play.
Yep.
Face-off will be outside. The only way that can happen, I would imagine, is if they call the man in the crease. So now Hansen, LaJoy, and Campbell again. And Tayo will take the face-off. He and Johnson are out there now off the face-off. Puck comes to LaRose. Dumps it in the Massena zone. After it is Schneider. Schneider feeds it into the corner. Picked up in behind the net. Here's Campbell with it. Sean Campbell moving it back to the point. Farron trying to keep it in. It's stolen away, and down the ice it goes. 30 seconds left in the man advantage. Jeff Johnson skating in, but LaRose gets there first, picks it up. Here's LaRose being forechecked. Johnson steals the puck, now loses it again. Campbell headmans it, poke checked away from him, picked up by LaRose. LaRose gets by Tayo, takes it into the Massena zone, stops. 10 seconds left in the power play. Puck in the corner now. They move it back to the point. Farron shot. I think it was meant as a pass goes wide. Jeff Johnson picks up the loose puck and just fires it down the ice. They got to wave the icing off on that, I would think, and they do. And the puck controlled by Ogdensburg, but Massena has killed the penalty. Here comes Massena making a line change. Puck to the Massena blue line. We got a whistle.
I think we got too many men in the ice, or what? Greg Walsh coming over toward the Massena bench. I'm not
sure what the call is.
It's got to be too many men in the ice, but I'm not sure for which team. I think Massena.
So Massena gets another penalty.
Yep. Massena really does not need all these penalties in the second period. You're just giving the...
You know, if they were ahead period so far. Off the face-off, puck comes back in Ogdensburg zone. Back after it is Jason Farron. Farron skates it out. There's Farron, headman to Wade, goes off the back of his skate after Johnson. Johnson in the corner, trying to come up with it. Now back the other way. Here comes Farron. Headman pass goes to the Massena blue line, and it's still sitting at the blue line. Tayo picks it up and dumps it down the ice. Jeff Tayo's gotten a lot of penalty killing duty here. Now Johnson throwing a check, picks up the loose puck, sharp angle shot, save made by goaltender O'Donohue as Jeff Johnson got the quick shot off and lost it. And House will take the draw. Face off right side, face off the face off, the shot right on. And it goes into the corner. Tayo picks it up, dumps it in behind the net. Now it's LaRose. Starting out, oops, he overskates it, has to go back for it. Massena forechecking. LaRose feeds it to the blue line, out to center ice it comes. Van House, his headman pass intercepted. To the Massena blue line it goes. Adams with it. Bangs it around the boards. Tayo takes a whack at it, doesn't clear the zone, but it comes to Sidden, and he does, down the length of the ice. About 25 seconds left in the penalty. Craner coming out to try to kill it off now, along with Pat Tracy. Craner steals it, takes it in the corner, going 1-on-2. Tracy breaking in. Craner trying to center it, gets rubbed into the boards. Now Tracy and Craner go into the corner. Craner ties it up. Good job by Kevin Craner.
Power play of OFA will be up.
With 9:28 left to go in the third period, Massena on top 2-0. Off the face-off, puck controlled by Ogdensburg's Pat Wade. Headman pass into the zone. Here comes Skinner O'Neill. O'Neill breaking in. Now he stops. Dumps it in the corner. O'Neill lost his stick, goes after it. Kicks it around the boards to Wade. Penalty is up. Back to the point. Farron winds. A shot through traffic. Score!
I'm not sure if that deflected or not, Jerry. The shot was taken from the left point.
Puck in the circle. Ogdensburg's Wade dumps it in behind the net in Massena zone. Adams throws a check. Montroy after it in the boards. Tied up. Convertini picks it up now. Feeds it ahead, but not out. And finally, it's picked up by Bigelow, breaking in. Here comes Bigelow. He's got Wiley. Tried to drop it to Wiley. It's knocked down. Back the other way, out to center ice. It comes to Wade. Wade with it now. Circles. His shot from center ice. DeRushy makes the save and holds on. .8:40 left to go. Massena leading at 2-1.
Another penalty coming up. And it looks like to Massena. Massena's going to dig himself a hole, Jerry, to keep this up.
Mike Adams.
Adams going off.
I imagine that's a hit from behind. So now Massena has to kill another penalty here. That's their fourth penalty in this period. Ogdensburg has yet to score a power play goal, but they've gotten a goal. Pat Tracy out there, trying to kill it off. Back to the blue line it comes. Tayo poke checks it, sprawling out to center ice, goes after it, and we're going to have an offsides, delay offsides called. Massena controls. Here's Schneider looking for the hole, can't get it out. It's dumped in behind the net. Schneider again takes a whack at it, kept in by LaRose. Back to Schneider. Schneider lifts it to the corner, kept in at the point by Farron. Farron dumps it into the corner. After it is Thompson. Takes a whack at it, loses it in a skate. Ogdensburg controlling. Back to the point, LaRose. Here's a shot, just wide. The rebound in behind the net off the stick of DeRushy. Thompson picking up the loose puck, finds the hole, and dumps it down the ice. 50 seconds left in the penalty. Back is Mike LaRose picking up the puck. Here comes LaRose, skating it out to center ice. LaRose being bothered by Craner, slides the Massena zone. Sidden whacks at it. LaJoy keeps it in, trying to feed it through. It goes to Hansen. Back to the point. Shot. Save. DeRushy. Puck in the corner. Sidden finds the hole. Dumps it down the ice. 25 seconds in the penalty. Jeff Johnson racing for it. Picks up the loose puck. There's a penalty on Ogdensburg.
Tripping. Good effort, I'd say, by Johnson that time. You know, he hesitated for a minute. Then he saw that Craner wasn't going to go in. He says, I got to go in. He went in, and he was tripped up by OFA defenseman. So OFA now goes in the penalty box. That'll nullify their advantage, and it'll give Massena a power play as soon as Adams comes out.
Scott Farron getting the gate for tripping. And that'll even things up here. So we'll be 4-on-4 plus the goaltenders for the next 18 seconds. Then Massena will go on the man advantage. Krainer's out there, along with Parker, Sidden, and Schneider. And we're going to have a face-off someday here. Krainer's ready to take the face-off. Montroy now finally steps into the circle. Here's the drop of the puck. Crainer wins it. Can't get the shot off, though. Puck around the boards. In behind the net. Montroy takes a whack at it, dumps it down the ice, but it's not going to go far enough for icing. It dies, and Schneider picks it up. Headman kept in there. Ogdensburg doing a good job forechecking. Controlling it there is Wade, and he fires it around the boards. Wade back after it again, takes a whack at it, knocked down in front by Adams, and Adams lifts it to center ice. Parker racing for it. Coleman after it in his own end. We're not going to have too many icings here this afternoon. Parker kicks it ahead. Picked up by Tayo, trying to wrap around. Can't get the shot off. And it's controlled by Ogdensburg's Sean Campbell into the Massena zone. Thompson for Tayo. Tayo can't get it out of the zone. And the puck comes in behind the net. Massena on the power play, but Ogdensburg controlling it right now. But Parker picks up the loose puck. Trying to move it ahead. Here's Parker with it. And Massena breaks it out to center ice. Parker across the blue line. Ogdensburg zone. Here's Parker, poke checked away, back and out to center ice. Thompson has to come back for it. Just 20 seconds left in the Massena man advantage. Thompson along the boards for Tayo. Tayo has it taken away by LaJoy. Still in the Massena zone. Finally, it's kicked out, and Crainer picks it up. Crainer across to Johnson, and it's knocked away. Crainer comes back at the blue line. Backhands it in the corner. Jeff Johnson, penalty up. Johnson, the wraparound shot, save, and the rebound goes around the boards for Sidden. We're even strength now. Sidden's drive, knocked down in front. Ogdensburg's going to ice the puck, and it goes right on DeRushy, so it's no icing. And the pass comes to Sidden from DeRushy, and it's cleared out to center ice, back in again. Crainer gets it back out, but offsides will be called on Ogdensburg. We're down to 5:37 left to play in the third period. Massena continues to lead it 2-1.
But it's a real tight game now with that goal coming to OFA. They're back in the ball game. We've got 5:37 to go. Of course, Massena's up by a score of 2-1, but momentum shift maybe a little bit towards OFA. I think especially with they've had 4 power plays in this period, Jerry.
Off the face-off, puck back in the Massena zone. After to Schneider, in behind the net, over to Thompson. Thompson around the boards for Johnson. Johnson, long left wing pass. Scotty McCracken, he kind of mishandled it. Puck back to the Massena blue line. Schneider, headman pass, bounces off a leg. The puck comes free. Thompson dumps it in the Ogdensburg zone. LaRose back for it. Feeding it ahead, kept in at the point by Crainer. There's Kevin with a puck, or Tracy rather. He takes a shot, goes high and wide. Johnson in the corner after it. Johnson and Farron jam. Puck comes to LaRose, stolen by McCracken. There's McCracken, centering pass. We have a whistle, man in the crease, I believe. Johnson a little bit too deep. Interference call.
Well, that's got to be against OFA.
I think
say. Number 12, Farron, I think, going off for OFA, so Massena will go in a power play.
The reason Johnson was in the crease is because he was pushed there, apparently. And so Massena with a 2-1 lead will go on the power play with 5 minutes remaining in the third period. Faceoff will move outside the zone. And the Massena power play unit comes out. Kevin Crainer, Chris Parker, and Jeff Tayo. Schneider and Thompson. To take the faceoff, it's going to be Van House. Van House and LaJoy out there to try to kill it off up front. There's Schneider with it, trying to headman. It's knocked down. Van House did a good job, but Crainer picks it up. Crainer's headman knocked down by LaJoy. Now Ogdensburg doing a good job killing the penalty. Thompson. Thompson starts. Headman to Crainer. Crainer gets by the 2 forwards, takes it in the zone, breaks in, offsides. The call. Somebody a little bit ahead of the play that time.
Somebody a little bit too eager to get in there. Crainer had a full head of steam. I think your wingers got to watch that center, man. When he's got a full head of steam, you got to let him go.
That's right. Kind of trail him.
Yep.
Break for the net. But after he gets in the zone.
After he gets in the zone.
Off the face-off, puck comes back to Thompson. Thompson dumps ahead to Tayo in the zone. Taken out of the play. Puck in the corner. Racing for it. Farrand. The puck comes free. Tolman picks it up. Tolman looking to find the hole. Kept in. No, he didn't. Schneider couldn't keep it in. The puck in front of the benches. Now back to the blue line. Dumped down the ice. And back is Thompson. 45 seconds left in the penalty. Schneider going after the loose puck now. Takes it ahead into the zone. Here's Schneider trying to drop it back. Hard check thrown. Puck comes out to center ice. Sidden has to wait. Waits for his wings. Feeds it ahead for Tayo. Tayo across the blue line. Drops it back for Craner. Craner feeds it in to Sidden. Sidden trying to go back to Craner. Stops. Picks it up. Here comes Sidden. Can't get the shot off. Dump back to the point now to center ice. Craner back for it. 14 seconds left in the power play. Here's Craner. Headman pass into the Ogdensburg zone. Racing for it there is Farrand. Farrand and Johnson jam. Farrand gets it out to center ice. Sidden feeds it ahead for Johnson. Johnson takes the shot. Drop pass for Craner. Craner, the backhander, can't get it off. Comes in behind the net. Goes back to Sidden. Sidden, the big drive. Knocked down in front. And it's out to center ice. Ogdensburg's got a 2-on-1. Here comes Campbell breaking in the shot. Fired it wide. And around the boards it goes. McCracken after it. Trying to come out with it ahead. It goes to Johnson off Craner's stick. Jeff in the zone now. Stops in the corner trying to feed it back to the point. It's knocked down by Campbell. Campbell taken out of the play. The puck bouncing free. Where is it? Into the zone. LaJoy has it poke checked away. Tracy loses it. Puck comes into the Massena zone. Adams backhands it into the Ogdensburg zone. Montroy after it. Picking it up with 2:49 left. Needless to say, the penalty elapsed a while ago. And Ogdensburg starts it out. Pat Wade with it. Drop pass. Montroy taken out of the play and picked up there in behind the net by Massena. Now Ogdensburg controls it. LaJoy back to the point. Bouncing puck comes free. Adams with it. And it goes up into the penalty box. And we'll have a face-off. Still 2-1 Massena with 2:28 left in the third period.
Well,
the time has kind of bled away, hasn't it?
It certainly has. I think time starting to be an ally for the Massena Red Raiders here as the OFA Blue Devils down by 1 and time running out, although still a lot of time. This is like seconds ago.
I think Ogdensburg's going to call a timeout.
Time.
Craner's line coming out from Massena. Of course, you can see the sweat on the jerseys. It's warm in here.
It is. Very warm in here. Nice for us.
Yeah.
A little warm for the players, maybe.
That's right. Montroy will face off against Craner. They'll drop the puck at the top of the face-off circle in the Massena zone. Off the face-off. Puck comes to Tayo. Tayo trying to lift it. Goes down the ice. That'll be an icing call, I believe. Yep. Against Massena. And the face-off will move back in Massena zone with 2:20 left in the third period. 2-1. Montroy and Craner will face off once again. We're still waiting for them to drop the puck. Notice that this year in both college and high school, they wait a lot on dropping the puck to make sure everybody's in the right position. Off the face-off, Craner fires it in behind the net. Parker there for Massena. Trying to get it out of the zone. Farrand keeps it in into the slot. Jamming. Here's a quick shot to save. The rebound goes wide. And DeRushy with a couple of big saves from Massena right there. Back to Farrand at the point, feeding it in again. Puck in the corner. There's going to be a penalty on OFA. Massena controls the puck. Here comes Massena's Parker. Down into the zone. Parker's shot goes in behind the net. There's the whistle. And OFA will pick up a penalty. A tripping call. It happened way back there.
Right in front of the net, Jared. Let's see. Greg Watts calling the penalty. It's going to be on OFA's Montroy?
And that's going to...
might be on...
Somebody's going to have to get in the box. I think that is Montroy. But what that does is makes it awful tough for OFA. And that's the kind of a play that gives coaches gray hairs, picking up a penalty in your offensive end.
Especially with under 2 minutes left to go.
Oh, yeah. 1:53 left. 2-1. Makes it tougher pulling your goalie because it doesn't give you any advantage. Tracy's line out there now. Tracy, Johnson, and McCracken playing the left wing. We haven't seen Jeff Fauché at all in this third period. Off the face, it goes back in the Massena zone. Sidden sweeps it around the boards for Adams. Adams starts out. Ahead to Johnson, goes by him into Ogdensburg territory. Coleman after it there. Feeds it around the glass. Johnson steps in, throws a check. Puck comes free. Picked up by Ogdensburg as they try to get it out of there. And we have a whistle. Interference
call. Again, I'm not sure.
Johnson, I think, got the gate. I can't believe that.
Yep. I think Jeff Johnson going off for Massena. Just trying to even it up, I think, Jerry.
So that'll even things up here. A minute and a half left to
Johnson.
It would be a misconduct.
Probably a misconduct.
Which means he probably had something to say about the call. So we're 4-on-4 now, plus the goalies for a while. Adams with it. Feeds it in behind the net in Ogdensburg territory. Coleman is there. Coleman starts out 4-on-4. Sidden steps in front of it, can't control it. Campbell to the blue line. Here comes Campbell in across. No, he doesn't get the shot off as Sidden comes from behind to steal it. Slide it ahead. Is it out? No, it's still in the zone. Here's an opportunity for Campbell. Shot. Fired it high over the net. Now Tile picks up the loose puck. Out to center ice it goes. We're down to 55 seconds. Back in the zone. Here comes Hansen. Adams just takes him out of the play. There's Tile looking to tie it up. Puck and is tied up, and we'll have a face-off in Massena territory. 46 seconds left in the penalty or I should say in the period. 24 seconds left in the Ogdensburg penalty, and they have an empty goal at the other end.
Well, they've got a fuller goalie. They're down by 1 goal. We got
Massena calling a timeout.
Okay, Massena calling a timeout now with 46 seconds to go.
Of course, the face-off extremely important right here, and Massena, well, they can't ice the puck because both teams are a man down because of the penalty. So Massena wants to get it out of the zone, but they don't want to ice it. Waiting for the face-off still. Both men are in the circle. Van House against Craner. Also out there, Mickey Hansen. Now Hansen steps in to take the draw. They got the extra skater. The goal is empty. Here's Snyder with it. Snyder trying to slide it ahead, gets upended. Puck comes back to the point. Bounces in the corner. Campbell with it. Craner now steals. He can't control it. Coleman gets it. Gets a shot off. Knocked down in front. Puck comes to Hansen in the corner. Looking to go back to the point. Comes to knocked down in front by Sidden on the shot. And we're going to have a hand pass called by Sidden. And that's a tough one right there because you're allowed to catch it and drop it, but apparently they ruled he carried it too long.
You can just knock it down, but of course you can't carry it with you. That time Sidden did, and it's called. So back in the Massena zone, the face-off goes. We're down to 22 seconds. OFA also has the extra man as their penalty has elapsed. Massena, of course, has a man in the penalty box, so they will have 6 skaters out there. Massena 4.
Okay, now Massena can't ice the puck now because they're a man down on the penalty. So what they want to do is win the face-off and get it the heck out of there. That's the most important thing. OFA with that extra attacker out there. Waiting for the face-off. Here's the draw. Back to the point, out to center ice. 18 seconds left. LaRose feeding it ahead in the Massena zone. Comes in behind the net. Sidden takes a whack at it, gets knocked down. Puck comes free. Craner after it in the corner. Back to the blue line. Bouncing around. There it is. The buzzer sounds, and Massena wins it 2-1. Ogdensburg had some good opportunities, but they couldn't get any shots on net in this last few seconds, and Massena wins it 2-1, holding on at the end of the game. Massena got themselves into some penalty trouble. And Ogdensburg, although not a power play goal, I think you can attribute that Ogdensburg goal to the fact that Massena had killed off 4 penalties in a row. And they did get the goal, made it an interesting finish, but the Raiders end up winning it. That's a huge win for the Massena Red Raiders. That makes them 9-2. Ogdensburg drops to 10-3-1. Massena's fate in their own hands now. If they can go the rest of the way and win, they're going to win the Central Division. And certainly a big win for Massena.
Yeah, this is a win I think that the Red Raiders had to have. If they wanted to win the league championship, they had to have this this win. Of course, it's not over yet. They still have to play Canton, I think, a couple of games. But this sort of puts them in the driver's seat. It gives the OFA 3 losses, where Massena only has 2 losses. I think of the whole game, pretty much of a team effort today. I don't know if I saw any really one person stand out. It was one of the better defensive efforts I think Massena has had.